Our value is our custom. Our value is our ethos. Our value is our culture. Our value is our tenet of faith. Our value is what we hold on to tenaciously as being sacrosanct. It's our value. My value as a Christian is in the Lordship of Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. Assuming you're a Muslim, your value as a Muslim is in the teaching of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. No matter how close we are, you will not permit me to malign the sacrosanct and the sanctity of the personality of Holy Prophet Muhammad. No matter how close we may be, I may not permit you to talk ill of Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. Conflict over value is a very, very destructive conflict because it has to do with our deep-rooted, deep-suited feelings and emotions that makes it not easily identifiable and not easily resolvable. It takes skills, extra skills, for ease identification and ease resolution. When you talk about conflict, you see, when you have to touch, our value is our life, it's our way of life. When you have to touch people's way of life, when you have to touch people's tenet of faith, when you have to touch people's belief, you are touching the people themselves. So it's not, that's why it has to do with deep-rooted and deep-suited emotions and feelings that makes it not easily identifiable and not easily resolvable. I'll give you an example, sir. Some time ago, there was beauty competition in Kaduna.
Yes.
Where
that was 2003.
Very well. In that beauty competition in Kaduna, the organizers showcased most beautiful girls in Nigeria in Kaduna. So at the end of the program, a newspaper cartoonist in Abuja who covered the program decided to publish it in his cartoon column, and then humorously said, in trying to describe how beautiful the girls were, said that if Holy Prophet Muhammad had attended that beauty competition, I would have married one of the girls. It was just exaggerating, trying to describe it. I said the competition took place in Kaduna. The newspaper publication took place in Abuja. And then when the paper came out, within 1 hour, there was crisis in Jos. They started killing Christians because Holy Prophet Muhammad was maligned. From Jos, it went to Gombe. From Gombe to Bauchi. From Bauchi to Kano. It took God's grace for that crisis to be controlled, for that conflict to be controlled. Why? They even saw that the newspaper cartoonist was a Christian who was maligning the sanctity and the personality of Holy Prophet Muhammad. Why? The newspaper cartoonist talked ill of the prophet. And it led to conflict. Over what? Value.
Value.
I'll give you another example. Some time ago, there was a film that was released in US. The title of the film is Jesus Christ the Prostitute, produced by a Muslim in US. When the film came out, there was crisis, there was conflict. They started killing Muslims in Tel Aviv, in Israel. It took Obama's diplomacy to ban the film and then arrested the producer. Otherwise, it would have been another third world war.
It would have started from there.
Are you going to
see the beauty pageant? I was there. I was in the north then.
Thank you.
If the beauty pageant stuff could come up with such that I don't think he meant anything, but then the person you are talking about has his own interpretation to issues. And by the time you now come back to tell him that even your prophet would have married one of them, man, are you trying to insult our prophet? And if it could cost the much destruction it cost in Kaduna State, then I was there.
Very well. So
if it could be that destructive, then this one now, coming from the third world countries, starting from there, can tear the whole world apart.
I'm telling you the truth. Even this Boko Haram issue, it's a conflict of value. People, they want to Islamize the country. They want people to believe that. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it has to do with emotion. You can see those suicide bombers. They are willing to die because it has to do with their value. It has to do with their life. It has to do with their tenet of faith. So it has to do with emotions and feelings that makes it not easily identifiable. It takes skills for its identification and its management. It's very destructive conflict. Are you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then I also want to also add that one thing about conflict over value is that you need to acquire the skills for you to be able to manage it. Because if you fail to do so, it leads into serious violence. Because it's a very destructive conflict. I want to say this, and a conflict can exist and it will just be conflict over resources alone. A conflict can also exist and it will be conflict over psychological needs and value and esteem. And a conflict can exist and it will be just conflict over value. And the conflict can exist and have the combination of the three or two. You see value, you see psychological need, then we will have a conflict that will have the three causes. If you look at it, you see psychological need. You look at it, you see value. You look at the other side, you also see resources. And all compound conflict, all in one conflict. So suffice it to say here that the major causes of this conflict can be separately and can be jointly and separately seen. The conflict can exist and will just be conflict over value alone. Okay. And the conflict can exist, it will be just conflict over resources alone. And the conflict can exist and it will just psychological and esteem, and the conflict can exist and have the combination of
all of that. I think we've started having calls from here. Hello? 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 Welcome to the program. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, you're welcome to the program. Your name and location.
Okay, I'm Elibo. I'm calling from Abakaliki.
Elibo. Hello?
Yeah, I'm Elibo. I'm calling from Abakaliki.
Go ahead, Melibo. Okay, Melibo is gone. Hello? Okay, is it that we're having problems with the network today? Hello? Hello, welcome to the program.
Thank you. My name is George. I'm calling from Abakaliki.
George, you are welcome. Please go ahead, make your contributions.
Thank you very much. I first of all wish to thank the man in the studio,
okay,
the anchor person, and the analyst.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, the analyst has proven to us that he's well grounded in that field. I am enjoying it and I'm following all his discussions in details. He's doing very well.
All right.
His style of illustrations, the allegories and all that he's using is really wonderful, because whatever example he gives falls in line with the concept he's explaining. So kudos to you, the analyst.
All right.
Thank you, George.
Thank you so much, Mr. George.
Thank you. My question, or where I want to be cleared, is where he started explaining how issues move from conflict to other levels, or the graduate to terrorism. Now, I want to ask, terrorism is supposedly the height of it, right?
Yes.
Very well.
Good. Now, the idea of, let's bring it home, the idea of Boko Haram terrorism, can we confidently say that it started from conflict level? Because all of a sudden, what we just saw was boom, and then explosion of people's emotions and all that, resulting in bombing. It's like a bottom-up approach. It didn't start from the grassroots. It started from the top. So I don't know. Could you explain? Could you say that the idea of Boko Haram terrorism started from a conflict level? If it did, can you tell us? Do you have a knowledge? Can you tell us how the conflict, why it wasn't able to be managed at conflict level that graduated to other levels or it exploded to terrorism? Thank you.
Thank you, George. Okay. Well, I somewhere before you answer, I don't think it just came up. I know it should have started like little things, and finally it turned out to be so big. However, I think you are the expert here.
Very well. You see, George, fortunately, I've lived almost part of my life in the north. And in fact, if not for God's grace, I would have been a victim of Boko Haram.
Oh, that's bad.
Before I came back to Ebonyi, I think 1 month before I came back to Ebonyi, when I went to to the park, to board vehicle coming back home. 1 hour, 30 minutes I left the park, they bombed the park. Yes, and killed so many people. So, and I followed, in fact, I think I'm doing something, a walk in this area of Boko Haram. It started as a conflict. If you go to Maiduguri, in fact, this Boko Haram we are even talking about, I don't want to start talking about Boko Haram here, but you discover it didn't even start from Maiduguri. You may even be shocked to discover that it started from Kogi State. It started as a conflict. These people started grouping, started having meetings, but people did not see it as anything. In the north, they didn't see it as anything. So they allowed them, they call people in the name of having their crusade, sharing their ideology, and they allowed them to, operate. They kept like that until they started making demand from government. In fact, they had their flag. They move about. The government will even give them security on procession. They go on procession and everything until, in fact, when during the second tenure of the current national chairman of PDP, when he was the governor of Ebonyi State, it became something else. As a result of falling out as a result of falling out in their political relationship. And then from there, in fact, they started bombing, causing this mayhem when their leader was arrested, late Muhammad Yusuf. And before the man could reach Abuja, they killed the man on the way. That was when in anger, they started bombing. So this is started as dispute. It leads to conflict. Till now, we are having terrorism. I don't know whether you're good at saying. And even now, it can still be resolved through ADR. Section 19, subsection 19D of the 1999 Constitution, as amended 2011. Provide for ADR in resolving disputes, international dispute of this nature, and that is why you can see the effort that government is making to see that those of them that have genuinely repented can be granted amnesty once you repent. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. And some of them are agitating. Whatever thing you did to Niger Delta militants, do it to us. We are ready to lay down our weapons and everything. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. Yes. So it's there. The Rwanda genocide started as a dispute to conflict till it became genocide. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it cannot, terrorism cannot just come out of the blues and then be. It would have started from somewhere. It would have started as a conflict till it will lead to terrorism.
Okay, thank you so much, and I think I quite agree with you. There's no how it would have started just in the morning and blow up. Something must have started.
And again, let me also say this, Chika, too.
Hello, sorry, I think someone is here. You continue. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the program, please. This is Settle with Laughter. Your name?
My name is Chukwujeku.
Yeah, Chukwujeku, please go on.
First of all, I want to thank you in the studio this morning for the wonderful program that you people are explaining.
Okay.
I want to say thank you to that.
You're welcome, sir.
This issue of Boko Haram, they started as an organization.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
This issue of Boko Haram, they started as an organization. And our governments have been trying in order to eradicate their plans in this country. So please, I want you to emphasize more. Tell me much about what the government are doing to stop this crisis in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And somewhere along the line of Fokaja Chukwujeku, I think you moved a little bit away from the major contest this morning. And if you can promise to be an ardent participant in this program, I think maybe somewhere along the line we'll graduate into that. Because at the moment, that's not exactly where we are or what we are driving at. Please, thank you so much for joining us. Hello, your name and location.
My name is
Amos, can you move away from your TV set, please? I think I'm getting a hole back here. Just a little, or turn down the volume on your TV set.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sir, as I'm watching you.
Amos, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Abakaliki.
Okay, okay.
Yes, no need of trying to ask the young man so many questions because he has explained a lot.
Okay.
what I want him to do for me is to list out some things that will study so that conflict will not escalate to terrorism.
Okay.
Let him list out some things that we will study so that we will know the difference and such a thing will not occur. Let's just brandish anything about that.
Okay.
If we misunderstand each other, that is.
All right. Amos. My brother, on why okay, we cannot finish it in one day. Okay? At least we've been able to tell you what it is and how it can be caused. We will not tell you the types. By the time you know the types and how to diagnose it, which is still in the course of our discussions on Settle with Laughter, you're going to know more about that. So just cool down, my brother. Don't be in a haste. We have all. Okay, just keep a date with us and you get to find all the solutions to your problems. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Settle with Laughter. Your name?
My name is
David Henry Ogbonna. A very sweet name. David, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from
Ohozara Ugunangu. Ngwanu bapi yoso.
Alright, Settle with Laughter. My question is that why settlement takes time for settling an issues?
You said, sorry, take it again, please.
The settlement takes time. Why settlement takes time? Then another one is why people take time. People who are struggled with responsibility for settling a conflict takes side. I mean, that is what escalates with escalating conflict. Taking side from whatever place. Then the issue of massacres. I mean, the people that are interested or happy at the same time, those people also being involved in.
I think we're finding it difficult to really. Sorry, David Henry, you may have to call us back. We are, finding it difficult hearing you clearly here. But I know he said taking sides is one of the problems. How I wish it was the network was clear.
You acquire the skills so that before you volunteer to resolve dispute for people, you warn yourself not to take sides.
Not to take sides.
Or create anything that will give likelihood to bias.
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
This is Settle with Laughter. Your name?
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Move away from your TV set or turn down the volume so we can hear you. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to Settle with Laughter. Okay, the lady is gone. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Welcome to the program.
All right. Henry, I bounce back.
Okay, you bounce back and it's clearer now. That's good. Move ahead, Henry.
All right. Then the issue of food and enhancement. People taking their sheep or cattle to a pasture, and they could not find any pasture, or even they find a particular crops, a normal place to graze. Then arrest was made. Then you see interest upon interest, and an interest that you will not even expect, an interest coming from the government, an interest that people will not see themselves. Is it not because of the people coming from this place? Then a Fulani man will make a call. About 30 US buses are used there. In fact, they were going on convoy, and you see police and soldiers coming on their rescue. Then the disagreement on the issue, I keep on lamenting about people, maybe traditional rulers and less of them, you see them having the interest of collecting tokens in order to make a judgment. Why is it like that? Is it not the issue that cause conflict we are talking about? Because people go around going with groups and all that to make sure that they cause in the community. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you. I think he's just trying to go back through these other.
I understand what he's saying.
Okay.
And I want to also tell him too that, like he said, you see, taking side, it's what we, because of this program, I think we also address how dispute resolution specialists should warn themselves not to be biased. Because once you are biased, the whole process will end in a deadlock.
Yeah.
Like I said. So we will also notify them on how not to take side. Now, also in the course of this program, I will answer you, David Henry. You see, when we'll be discussing on land conflict management, we're going to look at all this because we have three types of land conflicts. We have the agro-pastoral conflict, which is the Fulani herdsmen now. We have the intercommunal agrarian struggle conflict. Then we have the forest frontier conflict, because even hunters, when they go to court too. So we will address it, just follow us, we will address it when we'll be discussing, because I know land conflict and how we can resolve land conflict.
All right, thank you so much. Incidentally, most of the time, you find out that when you need time, it gets shorter. When you have nothing doing, time tend to, last longer. It's actually, time is really pressing hard on us this morning. We actually wanted to continue, but the time is no longer our friend. Ordinarily, we would have tried to look into types of conflict and now see how to diagnose it. But do not worry, keep a date with us. Next week, Saturday, we are going to look at that. And like we keep saying, just be a regular participant, keep following us here, and you will get to find out some of these little things that have been disturbing our society and that have been making life unbearable, destroying lives, destroying properties worth millions. And we know the Almighty God has given us the grace to have this, and because we have this opportunity, things will definitely turn out for the better. My name is Chika. It has been settled with Laughter on Salt Television, and my guest, a very regular one at that, had been the Chief Executive Officer of Negotiation Powerhouse Limited, a very vibrant law lecturer with Nigeria Police Academy, and presently and currently the personal assistant technical to the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State, Barrister Odoh Ben. Once again, thank you for being part of the show.
Thank you, Mr. Chika.
I'm going to have you again here on Saturday.
Very well.
God willing, we'll be alive in the land of the living and we'll come back here.
Amen. I want to tell my viewers to consciously pursue peace with all men.
That is it. And that's where we're going to leave you today. Please be our guest next week, Saturday. Let's do it again. Bye for now.